those opponents, those chiropractors who basically were opposed to principle chiropractic, took over more and more power and got to the point where they became the controlling interest. And it was their word now that was law. We've got to get that back. We've got to get it back, or there will be no more principle chiropractic. See, the thing that you have to understand about truth is this: that you can continuously bury truth, but you can't keep it buried. In other words, if chiropractors do not want to protect the principle, if chiropractors do not want to stand up for the principle and basically make it their way of life, then the principle will go somewhere else. It will not be denied. It just will go someplace else. And who knows? Maybe the physiotherapists will become the principled people. Or maybe there'll be a group of massage therapists who'll become the principled people. But somewhere along the line, another group will become the principled people. This was a gift that was given to us over 100 years ago. I don't know why, but it was. And it was placed in our hands. And it was a pearl of great price. And what we have done is given the pearls to the swine. Well, what we've got to do now is get down into the mud and into the slime and into the slop and get the pearls back. What we've got to do is to be able to stand up for what we know is right, to defend our principle. The history of mankind is dependent on it. Chiropractic was not given to us by accident. It was given to us on purpose. Now, are we on purpose? Are we the ones that basically now are willing to stand up and change the world? Are we willing to take whatever it is that we have to take in order to do this? I can remember in the early 70s, I was at a DE. And it was Saturday afternoon, and it was Pray to Stars. And an old man in his 70s got up on the stage and basically gave a very short speech. And at the end of the speech, he said, "I've been principled chiropractor most of my life. I've defended the principle in every way I can. And because I've done this, on Monday, I have to report to prison because I'm being charged with fraudulent practice because I refused to send a patient to a medical doctor because I thought and honestly believe that they would be better off getting adjusted in my office." And he walked off the stage. And I'm sure on Monday morning he went to prison. But he was willing at 70 years of life to do that because he believed in the principle. He believed in what he was doing. He believed that it was the right thing. And he didn't care that the price for that would be to go to prison. How many of us are brave enough to do that? How many of us are brave enough to say, "I don't care what you do to me. I am not going to turn my back on the principle"? How many of us are brave enough to create organizations in each one of our state that will educate the public, that will stand up to the forces in the state that are attempting to destroy us, to protect the principle? How many of us? We've done this more than one time before. The last time was in the 60s. The last time it worked. I've told you this a number of times. There were only 14 of us in New Jersey. And we organized and we became a band of brothers, the 14 of us. And we went out and we stood up for the principle, and slowly but surely we changed the state of New Jersey. I hope there's people in New Jersey that are again willing to do that. I hope there's people in Florida who are willing to do that. I hope there's people in Ohio that are willing to do that, in Illinois, in Indiana, in Kansas, in Pennsylvania, in New York State, in Vermont and Massachusetts, in whatever state that you happen to be in. I hope you're willing to do that. Because if you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to stand up, then basically everything is lost. Everything is lost. I have faith in you. I have enormous confidence in you. I know where your heart is. And I hope you will follow your heart. And I hope you will be willing to stand up and place chiropractic in its rightful place, no matter what the price. It's time again to hold a pearl of great price in our hand. It's time again to stand up to the world and proclaim who we are. It's time again to become principal chiropractors. The innate in me blesses the innate in you. Peace.